Mr. Eggplant presents.
Hey guys, Tyler here, and thank you for checking out this video. And as promised, we are back here in the Mage Tower, and finally we are back on my Marksman Hunter, and we are going to be thwarting the twins today. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this really quick. We're going to do a complete, like, play-by-play walkthrough guide, if you will, on my latest clear of the Mage Tower. This is the third expansion that the Mage Tower has been available, and this is by far the easiest version. I know I said about Beast Mastery and Survival. This is the easiest version that I have seen to date. The fight itself hasn't changed, but our build has significantly. We have a lot more tools at our disposal, and then also, I mean, what the heck? We've got a lot more haste in our build, and it makes this so much easier. So I have 3 different macros that we'll look at here. They will be found all down in the description of the video. They will make your life so much easier, and they basically counter key problems that you'll face in this encounter, and I promise you it will definitely help you. And then one of those is going to be a move to target macro for your pet. So the pet I'm using in this video is Ucklock, which is going to be my gorilla. You see it all the time. I use it for leveling, world quest, anything outside of raid or dungeons, and it does have lust, so that's important to lust as soon as race becomes available. And then also it has that dash ability here, and I'm going to go ahead and toggle that off. So dash is an important part of the move to target macro that I have. So it's going to be found here on my bars, and there'll be these blue runic spots here that you want to go ahead and send your pet to basically soak the runes. Otherwise, your player can soak them as well, but you have Karam, you have ads, all this stuff that can knock you back, kill you, that sort of thing, so you just want to send your pet over there. And then if you have your dash toggled off, that will mean the macro will actually use it for the pet, and then it'll zoom right over there as quick as you can to soak it, because you only have about 5 seconds. So that was all the little setup here. So let's go ahead and start the encounter. So Karam is there. He's the good brother versus Race, the bad brother. And I'm going to go ahead and focus target on Karam because, which I will look at my talents here for just a second. So this is my Mythic Plus build. I don't have anything different except for this one thing, I suppose. So I don't have Misdirect because my pet will not be tanking anything in this encounter, and instead I have it on Entrapment. Entrapment basically just means whenever I use my Tar Trap, it does root the enemies hit by it just for a couple of seconds, but it breaks fairly easy. Otherwise, I don't have anything to tank with the pet, so I might as well not have my misdirect up. So all right, so done pausing there, and we'll look at my gear here, and then we'll continue on with my first thought. So here, looking at my gear really quick, I don't have anything special. I have my tier gear. This is basically the gear that I come to raid with. I have a high item level, but it gets squished down like everybody's will, and so will your stats. I do have beacon as well, but it's only about 6% of my total damage for this encounter. It's not a must by any stretch of the imagination. We just have so much AoE during this fight that it really trivializes the ads, which it's an ad control fight among other things, but when they get absolutely annihilated, and you don't have to worry about them, the fight's so much easier. Anyway, so what I have is a focus target on Karam, so he is going to be mind controlled, and then the whole purpose of him is we want to kite him because you cannot kill him officially. So once he reaches a certain % threshold, he goes into purgatory, he heals, and then he eventually comes back up. While he's down in purgatory, Race comes out and plays, and we absolutely annihilate him. So this is all going to be all about your positioning for most of this fight, among other things. So I'm going to go ahead and be as far away from Karam as I can, and I'll throw down my Tar Trap to start. So here, I'm going to just go ahead and start whittling down Karam's health as much as possible. I'm not going to lust now. I'm not going to use my big abilities. I'm not going to use True Shot, anything like that. And all I'm going to do is strafe around in a circle, and that's what I do for most of this encounter. So what you see there is my Concussive Shot macro. It's down here on my bars, and basically it will only hit the enemy that I have as my focus target, which is Karam. So even if I am focusing Race the entire time, as long as I have Karam on focus, this macro will target him and keep him basically slowed for days, and then you don't have to worry about him at all. So here, I went ahead and I brought my pet out because I have my bear ability there. I want that to swap over to Bloodlust and be able to Bloodlust as soon as Haste becomes available. Because once Karam goes below 30% health is when Haste will become active. So I want to make sure my Lust is armed, in air quotes, and ready to go so we can absolutely start blasting on Haste. Alright, so down goes Karam, and now we're going to focus taking on Haste. So there are going to be ads here. I paused just a little too early. So there's these shadowy fiends, and what you want to do is position yourself so Haste is in between where they are coming from and where you are, so that these shadow fiends will go through Haste. So basically what you can do is you can throw down your binding shot, your tar trap, anything like that under Haste, and then they're going to get stuck there, and then you're just going to mad cleave off of Haste, and you don't even have to worry about them. Like, I annihilate these first couple without even a thought in the care in the world. So I'm going to go ahead and throw down my abilities here, use all my big true shot, that sort of thing, and then position myself to basically annihilate all these shadowy visages. So here comes the next set, but look at that. Like, I'm not even targeting them, and they are just dying because of how much AoE damage Marksman Hunter has right now. So they're dead, don't have to worry about it. Here comes the next set, and then we're basically just going to do this, pump as much damage into Haste as possible until Karam becomes available. Once he becomes available is when Haste is no longer targetable, which is right now. So here we're back just like last time, where we are just going to keep him CC'd as much as possible. And then you can see here my Hand from Beyond is going to be spawning here in just a second. So here it is literally this giant hand that starts to cast the ability Grasp from Beyond. If Grasp finishes the cast, you're dead. What you can do is you can dodge it with one turtle if you can't interrupt for whatever reason. But by the way, there's nothing else to interrupt, so you should always have it up with the hands, unless you're really, really late into the fight where they start coming out faster and faster and faster. But I have my last macro that we'll talk about, which is the, not the Concussive Shot, the Counter Shot macro. So I have it set to only target the Hand from Beyond, because it's the only thing I need to interrupt, so it's the only thing I'm ever going to use with it. So whenever I use it, it automatically targets the Hand from Beyond. That way I can still keep Karam as my Concussive Shot focus target. So here I'm going to go ahead and just start doing damage to the Hand from Beyond, get that interrupted, and then I'm also going to continue to Concussive Shot Karam. So what I do, and I'll pause it in a couple other spaces as well, but if, let's say, the hand is up right now, what I find easiest to do for me is to go ahead and slow Karam again, because that's going to be a 6-second slow with Concussive Shot, and then go over and start doing damage to the hand. So if Karam is up and hand, go ahead and use Concussive on Karam, then go ahead and deal with the hand, and it will trivialize this fight, and you don't feel like, oh, I'm losing my head, that sort of thing. You don't even have to worry about it. So now we're going to continue on here, and at this point in the fight, I am unsure what I want to do. So there's two ways of thinking. You can go ahead and just sit here and just do steady shot, steady shot, steady shot, which is continuing to build up that Concussive Shot and continue to add a couple of seconds to that, or you can go ahead and wait to get your true shot. So here, if you'll notice, we're going to go ahead and Concussive Shot on Karam, and then we're going to finish up the Hand from Beyond. So I interrupted the hand, deal with the hand, it doesn't have a lot of health, and we're back on Karam. And we're just trying to get to below 35%, as that's when Haste becomes available again. So we're at 41% here. I got a couple of procs of the true shot, but we're just going to now pump back into Haste. And so here we're going to continue the fight as normal. He's going to get another ability, which is going to be that rune I talked about. But now we're just going to position ourselves to have the fiends run through Haste as much as possible. And you can throw down your binding shots, your tar traps, that sort of thing to help deal with those ads. So here we're at 40%, or basically 43% on Haste already. And then this is the last ability that comes out. And this is that rune that your pet needs to soak. So all you need to do is use that pet move to target macro, and then the pet is going to go right into there. It's going to go 3, 2, 1, soaked it, and now you don't have to worry about it. And if you notice, I was still attacking Haste the entire time. So then you send your pet back in there, and then that's all you need to do. And then the last section here is going to be where Karam is active, and so is Haste. This is the one thing that I would, if I would like to redo, would be to not be focusing Karam here because I don't need to. This is one of those first oh crap moments where Karam is now back at you, Haste is attacking you, and also Grasp from Beyond is happening. But don't worry, as you'll see down here, I just used my Concussive Shot on Karam, so he cannot catch me. Then I'm going to go deal with the Hand from Beyond, and by interrupted, I mean I'm going to absolutely annihilate the thing, and then I'm going to go back on the boss. So here I realize, I'm like, oh, I just need to stay on Haste, and then I just need to use Concussive Shot on Karam the rest of the time, and he'll never catch you. I promise he won't. So here's one of the next runes here. So I send the pet out there. The pet soaks the rune. I stay on Haste. He's below 30%. Send the pet back in and keep on going. This is pretty much rinse and repeat. It just gets a little bit faster as we go. We have Karam still fighting us. So we're going to go ahead and focus on the hand here one more time. Get rid of Grasp from Beyond. We'll use that slow on him and finish up with an interrupt on hand and completely annihilate it as well. So as you can see here, almost all of the trash it's all next to Karam now, but it's basically dead. Oh, and here comes the next set, so we will want to deal with that by using maybe your beacon if you want to. But he's at 10% Haste is. This is the last time I have to have my pet soak that. My pet goes out there, kind of does some weird things line-wise once in a while. But we're going to go ahead and take on Grasp from Beyond, go ahead and interrupt that, finish killing off the hand, and finish off Haste. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Consider subscribing if you haven't already, and be sure and follow me at Twitch at twitch.tv/MrEggplant. The thing that gets you on this fight is knowing, should I be worrying about Karam first? Should I deal with the hand? What am I doing with the ads? If you just go ahead and you just literally, I just ran around in a circle. The way Hunter works right now, it's definitely something that you can do. Keep everything slowed, and you'll have this done in no time. Again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Also, what do you think of the new mob? Pretty cool, right?